Hey guys, it's DemonKid123232. This is my first video, so don't give me too much crap about it. But if you guys want to put some input on it, that would be great. I can always use input. This is kind of like the structure deck Merrick. It's got a lot of the gravekeeper stuff in it too, but I put my own little tweak on it. Plus, it's got all the god cards in it. So, without further ado, this is my deck. First of all, you got these 5 cards, which basically I'm gonna try and let people guess what these cards are because it's not gonna be that hard. And then in my next video, or probably later on in the video, I don't know. I'll do probably in my next video. I'll let you guys figure out what these 5 cards are. Your hints are they'd be totally lost without each other, and they're a great way to seal the deal. We'll say that. They're just absolutely great cards to deal with. You know, you can't go wrong with these 5 cards. And again, that's 5 cards. 5 cards. I'm not trying to make it obvious, but there are 5 cards. Last time I tried to do something like this, I had someone ask if they were the god cards. But they are 5 cards. Okay, then next, guys, we have the 3 Egyptian god cards. We got Slifer the Sky Dragon. You guys, if you're not familiar with what he does, 3 monsters, you gotta sacrifice 3 monsters. He gains attack for each monster in your hand, all that good stuff. Obelisk the Tormentor is a god card. People should know what he does. He's cool. And the Winged Dragon of Ra, one of my favorite god cards ever. Okay, so now on to the actual deck. We have Skull Invitation. This deck relies on sending your opponent's monsters to the graveyard. This is a great deck. It relies on the gravekeepers and sending your opponent's monsters to the graveyard. The 2 ban cards. By the way, this does not follow the ban list of March 2011. I want everyone to know that right now before they start making obscene comments about it. I realize that it does not follow the ban list. The 2 cards are Temple of the Kings and Mythical Beast Circuit. These cards, great cards. This is a fun deck. I do not use this in pros, and if I would not use these cards. So, Mythical Beast Circuit, Temple of the Kings, fun cards. In case you don't know what they do, Temple of the Kings lets you basically screw the rules. I have money, and you can play traps that are set on the first turn. Mythical Beast Circuit. Every time you destroy monster, you gain 500 attack points. And you can send them to the graveyard to summon any monster anywhere in your deck, or your extra deck, or your graveyard. Super helpful card. Visor Des, you play it, gets equipped to your opponent's monster, and in 3 turns it's dead. He can't be destroyed by battle when he's equipped to your opponent's monster, but he still stays on the field. Gravekeeper's Visionary, one of the key cards to this deck. It's a great card. He gains 200 attack for each face-up Gravekeeper's monster on the field. He's very helpful. Gravekeeper's Chief, great card. It kind of sucks though that you can only control one of him because he's a super good card. Foolish Burial, like I said too, the deck kind of relies on getting cards to the graveyard and summoning them to the field and getting your opponent's monster to the graveyard. So this card helps a lot. Foolish Burial does. Simultaneous Loss basically gets 1 card from my opponent's deck and 1 card from my deck. They're on the top and sends them to the graveyard. Summon Skull. He's kind of a fun card. I like to put him in here, and he works with one of my other cards I'll get to in a bit. Actually, we'll just talk about it right now. This combo card that I put him in here with is Makiyu the Magical Mist. Now, when you play this card, any monster whose defense is lower than his attack is destroyed. This is a really nice card to go with. Riot of Spirit. Again, why Simultaneous Loss and Foolish Burial in here. I can special summon 1 Gravekeeper's monster from my graveyard, so that really helps a lot. Then, the Deadly Combo. I love to use this combo so much. It really makes me laugh to see my opponent just stuck there. And the 3 cards that are included in this combo are, as I was saying, Nightmare Steel Cage. For those of you that don't, well, you guys know what this card does. Nightmare Wheel. You equip it to your opponent's monster. They can't attack and they take 500 points every standby phase. And Lava Golem. Best combo ever. It is so fun to watch my opponent just sit there with Lava Golem while it's equipped with Nightmare Wheel and not be able to do anything. It's really nice. Necro Valley. Like I said, this deck runs off of Gravekeepers, so this card's very helpful. Legendary Fiend. I have a Mystic Tomato in here somewhere, which I'll get to later. He's able to be summoned by Mystic Tomato, sorry. And his attack is increased by, I think, 700 points. Yes, 700 points each standby phase, so it's really nice. So once you summon him out with Mystic Tomato, he's automatically at 2,200 next turn, which is really helpful. I think I have, I'm not sure if I have 3 or 2 of them. Checking quick. Yeah, okay. I have 2 Gravekeepers Assailant cards. Like I said, the deck runs off Gravekeepers and Necro Valley. Is really, really helpful because when you have these out, first of all, if you have Necro Valley out, they gain 2,000. And also, if you have Necro Valley out, they can switch the battle position of your opponent's monsters when they attack, so it's really helpful. Then Drillargo, you know, if your opponent controls monsters that have 1,600 attack or more, he can attack your opponent's life points directly. Dark Room of Nightmare. I love inflicting non-battle damage. This deck kind of relies on that, so I know this deck relies on a lot of crap I've been telling you guys about. So this is really fun. Ogadion, you know, inflicts 600 points every standby phase. It's really nice. I don't know. Let's see, do I have anything this time? Yeah, okay. Gravekeeper's Descendant. Great card. Can sacrifice any other Gravekeeper monster on the field and destroy one of my opponent's monsters. Dark Geroid. Anytime he's summoned, my opponent, I can pick a monster and it loses 800. Yep. Let's see. Where's the other one? I know I have 2 of you. 2 Gravekeeper's Guards. As I said, the deck runs off of Gravekeepers. They're really nice, especially when you can flip when they get flip summoned, because then I can send a monster back to my opponent's deck. And if you have Necro Valley out on the field, they're 2,400 defense, so it's really nice. Then I have 2 Gravekeeper Spies, basically the searcher for the Gravekeepers. Any Gravekeeper monster under 1,500 attack, and boom, it's on the field. So it's a really helpful card. It's kind of Mystic Tomato also helps with the deck too, which is conveniently the card I have. Because I can search out my other Gravekeepers too. It's kind of like a Gravekeeper spy. Yeah, okay. Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder, you know, I can sacrifice a Gravekeeper monster and inflict 700 damage. Dark Illusion. Most of the monsters in this deck, if you haven't figured it out by now, are dark. So, Dark Illusion, really, really helpful. It negates any effect that targets dark monster and destroys it. Nuadori, great card. If it's destroyed, destroys your opponent's monster that attacked it. Gravekeeper's Commandant. I only have 1. I'm thinking about running 2 because I can sacrifice this card and get a Necro Valley into my hand. Gravekeeper's, I think it's Steely, I don't know. Sorry if I can't pronounce this thing right. Anyway, basically, it's saying, haha bitch, I can do this. Because you can take 2 cards from your graveyard that are Gravekeeper's monsters and bring them back to your hand. Also, everybody always talks about, well, you can't do that because of Necro Valley. Well, with Riot of Spirit and Gravekeeper's Sea Tile, whatever it is, it can't be negated by Necro Valley, which is really helpful. Gilgarth, he's kind of a fun fiend monster. I just threw him there. Gravekeeper's Curse, sorry. Gravekeeper's Curse inflicts non-battle damage. Again, helps so much. Mystical Space Typhoon. This is for when I want to destroy my opponent's back row, or I have a card in here that it's really annoying if I can't play it. So I do like to do that. There is only one thing in here that follows the March 2011 ban list. That's actually right. And that's, I only have one Book of Moon in here. I was really down about getting that lowered down to 1, because Book of Moon was just like a bitch slap to the face. Moradi, I have a couple of fairy monsters in here, so every time that's in the graveyard, he gains 200. It's kind of nice. Another card that I shouldn't have in here that screws the rules is Raigeki. Raigeki was one of the best cards ever until they banned it. It was so much fun. It was just like, boom, look at that, fool. And then your opponent was like, ah, crap. And you were on top of the game. I think I have my combo in here. Yes, here we go. Okay, so Magical Stone of Excavation and Monster Reborn, two great combo cards, because I can play this first and bring back my Temple of the Kings, and then I can play Monster Reborn and bring back my Mystical Beast Circuit and use their effect again if they're in the graveyard, which is super nice. Another Necro Valley, run 2 of those. Gravekeeper Spear Soldier. Nice card, I like him a lot. He has the classic, if this attack is bigger than the defense, you know what to do. And with Necro Valley on the field, he's a 2000 beater. He's really nice. Gravekeeper's Vassal inflicts non-battle damage, which we all love in this deck. Allure to Darkness, most of the monsters are dark again, as I said, so you can draw 2 cards and remove and play 1 dark monster. Mirror Force, you're screwed. Acid Trap Hole is really nice if my opponent sets a monster, because then I can play this and see and have them flip it up, and if it's less than 2000 defense, it's destroyed. Really nice card. And the last card in this deck, guys, is Metal Reflective Slime. Metal Reflective Slime is super awesome. It's probably one of the greatest cards that could be compatible with this deck because of Temple of the Kings. Because I can place traps the first turn I set them. So that's it for my guess I'd call it my Gravekeepers deck. And so next video you'll find out what these mysterious 5 cards are. These 5 cards, which I'm pretty sure most of you already have figured out already, but so next time, guys, this is EmoKid123232 signing off. Oh god, sorry guys. My computer's being stupid again. And so now, I have to fiddle around with it till my screensaver decides to go away and I can access my webcam. Alright, come on. Retarded laptop. See, this is the only thing I hate about my laptop, is that sometimes it's a little retarded. Let's go, come on. Don't have all day. There we go. We should be getting somewhere. Come on. Alright, this is funny. Stupid laptop. Alright, guys. Alright, I'm really signing off, guys. Sorry about that. Bye.